Welcome to the Vida Spiritual Connection from Vida Spiritual Learning Center, where you are empowered to create the life you desire. Our guiding belief is, by valuing and empowering all, we inspire a joyous and fulfilling life. At Vida, we study and practice the teachings of the science of mind and spirit founded by Dr. Ernest Holmes. Each week, we present an inspiring spiritual message, a guided meditation, and time together via Zoom for fellowship and prayer with a practitioner. Now, here's today's message.
Well, hello, and thanks for viewing the Vida Spiritual Connection. I'm Reverend Keven Kadel. You know, the weekly Vida Spiritual Connection fulfills an intention we have to help you feel better, to help you live the life you desire. And of course, the essence of Ernest Holmes' Science of Mind and Spirit teaching is change your thinking and change your life. Albert Einstein said, "The world as you have created it is a process of your thinking. It cannot be changed without changing your thinking." And I'd like to add Dr. Mark Vieira's corollary, change your thinking, keep it changed, and change your life. So improving your life is a kind of a balancing act between being and doing. Einstein said, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. And by moving, I mean move your thinking, move those positive feelings into emotions. Move with intuition and compassion. As you do, you reveal and live more of who you already are, which is living spirit. The Vida Spiritual Learning Center is really dedicated to help you change your thinking for the better, to change your life for the better. How, you may ask? Well, we encourage you to develop and enhance a daily, a weekly, a monthly set of spiritual practices. So on a daily basis, we recommend meditation, spiritual mind treatment, also known as affirmative prayer, journaling, spiritual study, visioning. Visioning just means catching that divine idea, might be for the day or for the life or some activity, and allow that idea to be felt in your heart. And these daily spiritual practices are usually something you do at your house, but also can be anywhere you happen to be. You know, wherever I am, I meditate and affirm many times throughout the day. I usually vision at least once a day. You choose what feels best for you, and again, do it at least once a day, but do it consistently. Little by little, the practices come more easily, the practices become more effective, and little by little, your life gets better and stays better. And there are other spiritual practices that you might engage weekly or monthly, and those are being of sacred service or meeting with your practitioner or minister for spiritual counseling, giving or tithing to what feeds you spiritually, and participating in the beloved community. Now notice that these practices are a little different because they involve others. That means you are circulating your good, you are connecting your essence, which is pure spirit, with the essence of others. And you're also perhaps connecting with nature. So to paraphrase Ralph Waldo Emerson, in these kind of spiritual practices, you are completing a divine circuit for mutual benefit. Now, it is the Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa holiday season, and it is a giving season, giving thanks, giving gifts, giving donations, giving of your time, caring and sharing. And it's a perfect season to illustrate giving as a spiritual practice. So my suggestion that at least once a day you set an intention that goes something like this. As I graciously give and gratefully receive, I complete a divine circuit. and expand the flow of good in my life and the lives my life touches. And again, feel free to pause or take a screenshot and then modify this to your liking. And then each time you give, whether it's money at the store of your time or attention, imagine that you give not just of yourself, but you give duplicating the self-giving nature of God. And each time you receive, appreciate that you are completing a divine circuit and you are expanding a flow of living spirit. And you can do this at the grocery store or with your favorite online retailer or with your family or your friends. And especially do this with what feeds you spiritually, like our Vida community. So as you try this metaphysical science of mind and spirit experiment, notice how you become more conscious of what you are being and doing. Notice your thinking changing. Notice that you have different feelings. Notice giving and receiving are connecting and circulating a divine flow. And in so doing, you are elevating an otherwise ordinary everyday experience to living an everyday wonder, which happens to be our theme for 2022. In this month, we are focusing on a topic of home, and the title today is Welcome to Your New Home. You know, in my last Vida Spiritual Connection, I made a distinction between house and home. House being the effect, cause being home. And simply from a science of mind and spirit point of view, you know, home is a seed planted in consciousness, which gives rise to thoughts and ideas and intuitions that give rise to feelings or God qualities that co-creates your life and co-creates the house that anchors this human phase of your soul's journey. So as I show you a brief list of those positive inward sensations known as feelings, again, feel free to pause and take a screenshot. You know, what occurs to me is that home has the quality, the feelings of compassion, of order, of balance, of harmony, maybe of opulence or freedom, peace, risk, and health. And my guess is that there's a lot of agreement around the qualities that you and I ascribe to home. And even the similarities there, everyone is differently housed. The house one co-creates with those qualities is as different as everyone. So further, once you manifest what is in this moment a house that corresponds to your dream home, your feelings of home are going to shift. They're going to deepen and broaden, and therefore new and different qualities arise, and naturally that would manifest as a new and improved house. Home in the house you manifest is also a daily occurrence. As you renew your mind every day, your consciousness welcomes a new home. So a little binary alert here, this also from Einstein. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. You know, home is an everyday wonder, a miracle of love and compassion. Your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings of home co-create some version of house every day. Now, some of you might remember a popular TV show called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Of course, now there are entire cable channels featuring round-the-clock derivatives of this, I think, early 90s TV show. You know, peering into the lives of rich and famous can be a distraction, right? Meister Eckhart said, God is at home, it's you who have gone out for a walk. And in this case, going out for a walk means I sometimes take for granted both home and house. And you know, when one takes some good for granted, the mentality that creates that good defaults to one's unconscious thought, and it can become unduly influenced by others, like the lifestyles of the rich and famous. In my case, I go about my house activities sometimes with little appreciation for how magnificent my house is. I'm relying on beliefs and habits that are from the past to create the house rather than current consciously directed thoughts and feelings of home. And as I have said, beliefs can be a little tricky. Anytime you're not consciously directing your life, your beliefs and habits drive the bus of your life. Now, like you, I have an intention that all my beliefs are easily brought to conscious awareness for review and revision and replacement. And that means I have perhaps some not so constructive beliefs around home that would tend to diminish my full expression of house. And as I heal and grow my consciousness, those not so constructive beliefs come to conscious awareness so that I can review them and revise them or replace them. Lifestyles of the rich and famous is a distraction. And, I put myself in those houses, imagining that a nicer house somehow makes my life better. But that is putting the effect before the cause. It's the false notion of, well, if I get this, that, or the other thing, then my life gets better. And for me, it's sort of this false notion that if I had this great house, it would automatically be filled with great love and family. In spiritual truth, metaphysics work the other way around. Having that great love in heart and mind precedes the manifestation and demonstration of that great loving relationship of a loving family and a house that corresponds to that vision. Peering into the lives of the rich and famous can also be inspiring. It could plant seeds that change your thinking, that expand your mental equivalent of house. Metaphysically, what is true for anyone is true for everyone. So if it's true for the rich and famous, then it can be true for anyone, including me. And it begins that change, that truth, in consciousness. Once your mind is open to new possibilities of house, it is up to you to heal and grow your consciousness of home, the qualities, the feelings, the passion of your new home that manifest as a better house. There are really 3 homes that you create every day. Your concept of home creates the house in which you live. It creates the environment that nurtures others who you often share that house with. And your concept of home creates a nurturing environment anywhere you go. Ram Dass said, we are all just walking each other home to that consciousness of home, right? And since home begins in consciousness, walking each other home means wherever you are a presence creating a loving, compassionate, nurturing, healing world for yourself and all those your life touches. In the science of mind and spirit, we say that God is all there is, whether it's animal or plant or mineral, whether it's the soul or spirit. These are all facets of a universal love and a divine intelligence. So Ram Dass says, treat everyone you meet like God in drag. I love that. If you are living the consciousness of home everywhere you go, you recognize and appreciate the inherent goodness, the godness in all God's manifest creation. So let's turn our attention together in prayer. And I just call to heart and mind that godness, that goodness that I recognize in all beings everywhere. And that godness and goodness is everywhere and within. It is a living spirit within all of creation. It is a living spirit that surrounds all creation. It is a living spirit that circulates and connects all creation. And knowing that's true about spirit, I know that I am one with spirit, that it is one with me. And what is true for me is true for all beings everywhere, and it's true for you too, that you are one with Spirit, that you are indwelled and surrounded by the love and light of living Spirit. Within you are those qualities of love and peace and joy and compassion, those qualities of home, of forgiveness, of caring, and of safety, and of joy and harmony. So I speak my word knowing that we graciously give and gratefully receive. This holiday season opens our hearts and minds to the great flow of living Spirit like it never has before. I speak my word that each day we co-create a new home filled with peace, love, connection, and compassion. I know and trust that everywhere we are at home in the heart of God. So blessing the world as we are blessed, I give thanks for this answered prayer, for this communion in spirit, and I lovingly release my word into the law of mind and action, knowing as it is spoken, it is so. That the light and love of living Spirit is coming more true and more alive right now, right where you are. And now it is, and so it is. Let it be. Amen. Thank you so much. Up next is a wonderful meditation after a brief break.
Did you know that giving is a spiritual practice that keeps you in the abundant flow of life? If today's message inspires you, consider supporting Vida Spiritual Learning Center. Know that your financial contributions support this show, our learning center, and the Science of Mind philosophy. Thank you. Now it's time for the meditation.
Hello, beloveds, and welcome to a time of meditation. I also like to call it a time in the stillness and in the silence. For today's meditation, I'm simply going to invite you to simply close your eyes if it's safe to do so. Please do not do this while driving. I just like to take a cleansing breath. And just imagine myself relaxing. So I invite you to just imagine that you are relaxing. And today's time in the stillness and silence also includes an affirmation that you tell yourself for each inhale and each exhale. And I'll let you choose which one you say when. But it's simple. I am worthy. I am enough. I am worthy. I am enough. I am worthy. I am enough. And continue silently to yourself, repeating with each inhale and each exhale, I am worthy. I am enough. I am worthy. I am enough. And if you find yourself being distracted by sounds or noises around you, they're simply just confirmation that you are alive. And gently and most compassionately bring your attention back to your breathing. And with each inhale and exhale, remind yourself, I am worthy. I am enough. 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 Bringing our attention back to the breath. I am worthy. I am enough. I am worthy. I am enough. I am worthy. I am enough. So take a moment now to remind yourself one last time of the truth of who you are. I am worthy. I am enough. May all beings feel worthy. May all beings know they are worthy. May I know that I am worthy. May all beings feel that they are enough. May I feel I am enough. May the world feel enough. And gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and to simply acclimate yourself to your space. And as you gently open your eyes and see everything around you, feel and sense your worth, your value, and know that you are enough. Please join us again for another meditation. Know that you are loved. And so it is.
Thanks for tuning into the Vida Spiritual Connection. We invite you to visit our website to submit a confidential prayer request. While you're there, sign up for our weekly email and receive the latest info for events, classes, and meetups. Remember to subscribe to Vida's YouTube channel, click like, and click the bell to get notifications. You can also find Vida on Facebook. We gather for fellowship and prayer with a practitioner via Zoom Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Check the website for the link. It is written, "Where your treasure is, there your heart shall be also." Giving is a spiritual practice. As you bless the world, you are blessed. Your financial contribution to Vida Spiritual Learning Center is an investment in your spiritual education and flow. Your contributions support your spiritual growth and this show, so it's a win-win. Use the link on our website, drop a check in the mail, or Zelle your contribution to 562-928-6460. Thank you so much for your generous support. Have a wonderful week, and see you next time for the Vida Spiritual Connection.